We have an exciting show for you starting in the Heat Studios with the Entertainment Report.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Avery.
And this is your Inside Niagara Entertainment Report.
As you may or may not know, Donald Trump is set to be the host of Saturday Night Live next Saturday. And a bunch of people aren't happy with NBC because of it, including Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day. Mr. Armstrong posted on his Instagram a link to the petition titled, "No Room for Hate on Saturday Night Live." The petition is being held to Lorne Michaels and the rest of the SNL's executives in hopes that they will pull the plug on this whole hosting thing.
In new rock news music, Young Guns has been forced to cancel a show after their gear was stolen in Leeds. The robbery happened when their van was broken into at a mall in West Yorkshire. Stolen items include a Canon camera with lenses, iPads, MacBooks, merch cash, and tons more. Guitarist Fraser Taylor has taken to Instagram to ask for help relocating their belongings.
Cage the Elephant has announced that they're working on a new album. The album is going to be called Tell Me I'm Pretty, and it is set to be released on December the 18th. Rumor has it that they're working with the Black Keys on the new album. In other new rock news, the new Radiohead album is finished. Well, sort of. Guitarist Johnny Greenwood told a Russian radio station that the recording process is finished, but it was implied that there was still more work to do.
Keith Richards has revealed that the Rolling Stones may have saved his life. In a new interview, Richard talks about having to play a show that night. He learned his 10-week-old son, Tara, died, probably preventing him from taking his own life. Tara died of a sudden infant death syndrome in 1976.
The Beastie Boys are going to be further immortalized, but this time it will be on the theater stage. From November 23rd to December 12th, License to Kill will be playing at London's Camden People's Theatre. The play will have a mix of live music and DJing, and will take the audience through the entire career of the band from the 80s hip-hop through the gangster rap of the 90s. The Beastie Boys' story will also tackle some bigger issues such as racism, misogyny, and battles at using rap as protest.
That's all for your Inside Niagara Entertainment. Now let's send it to Taku with a look at the news.
Broadcasting live from Niagara College. CRNC News. Now.
Good morning. I'm Takudzwa Chitakashi, and it's currently 10 degrees outside the heat newsroom. Sports is next, but first, here's what's making the headlines today. A man has been killed in a helicopter crash near Kinley, Saskatchewan. According to the RCMP, the crash happened about 1 kilometer southeast of the community. This is the second helicopter to go down this week following a crash in the North Saskatchewan River last week. The cause of the crash is currently under investigation. The Liberal government is facing heavy criticism over the $2.5 million paid to teachers' union to help cover the cost of contract talks. According to Education Minister Liz Sandals, a large investment was necessary because the transition to a new bargaining system extended the round of negotiations. The government has also revealed that in 2008 and in 2012, payments equaling $1.24 million were made to unions representing Catholic high school teachers, French teachers, and school support workers. This was to cover informal discussions as a precursor to the province interacting the new bargaining process. The provincial government says it will fight a union to bid to have the courts declare the TTC's essential service designated unconstitutional. According to the Amalgamated Transit Union, the workers' right to strike should not be taken away because it's inconvenient to get around the city during a strike. Labour Minister Kevin Flynn says the designation was enacted 4 years ago at the request of the Toronto City Council, and the province intends to defend itself before the Ontario Court of Appeal. That's all for your Inside Niagara news, and Reese will have your sports update next. Thank you.
Come on, babe. Let's go get some food.
Wait, are you driving? You can't, you're drunk. Let's just wait for a cab.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I've done it plenty of times, and I'm starving, so I'm not waiting. Get in.
I really don't think this is a good idea.
Don't you trust me?
It's not a matter of experience, and it's not a matter of trusting your driver. Drinking and driving is never safe. For more information, visit mad.ca.
Ever thought about taking drugs?
I don't know.
Well, I've never really thought about it.
Think hard. The first hit's free, and you just find me when you need more. Choice is yours.
What do you think?
I just don't think it's worth the time.
Individuals who begin using drugs as juveniles are at a greater risk of becoming addicted compared to those who begin drug use as an adult due to the immaturity of the teenage brain, particularly of that part of the brain that controls impulses. Don't succumb to peer pressure. Make your own choices. Visit www.ccsa.ca.
I'm Reese Dumani, and it's currently 10 degrees outside. Let's take a look at sports. The Kansas City Royals took a 1-0 lead in the World Series last night in the longest game in World Series history. The Royals brought their bats early with an inside-the-park home run off Matt Harvey's first pitch and traded runs with the Mets, keeping the game tied until the 14th inning when a sac fly from Eric Hosmer scored Alcides Escobar to take the game 5-4. Game 2 takes place tonight from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City at 8 o'clock. Garrett McCann scored twice, and Ryan Miller recorded 25 saves last night as the Canucks beat the Montreal Canadiens 5-1, handing Montreal their first loss of the season. The Canadiens were one win shy of tying the record shared by the Leafs and Sabres. The Sabres beat Philadelphia 4-3 in overtime. Minnesota topped Edmonton 4-3. LA took Winnipeg 4-1, and Boston shut out the Arizona Coyotes 6-0. Derrick Rose had 18 points as the Bulls get a season-opening 97-95 victory over LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pau Gasol blocked a potential tying layup from James in the closing seconds of the game as President Obama watched from the crowd. Around the league, Detroit downed Atlanta 106-94, and Golden State beat the Pelicans 111-95. That's all for your Inside Niagara Sports update. Now back to the entertainment desk.
That's all for this edition of Inside Niagara. For all of us here in the newsroom, I'm Avery.
And I'm Brittany.
Have a great day.